Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Marakakwadash. Double honors to the apostle, elders of Great Millstone, and salute to brothers out there preaching his word, sincerity, and truth. Alright, I'm going to start with the scripture, Revelation 8:13. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, 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 to the inhabitants of the earth, by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels which are yet to sound. All right, and that woe, woe, woe is talking about World War I, World War II, World War III. All right, and we're coming upon World War III. All right, and this is a vision that the Apostle John received. All right, about the end times, man. Okay, at the end of days. And we're at the end of the end of days. Revelation 19:12. So going from, Revelation 9:1 all the way to Revelation 9:11, it gets in, John had a vision of World War I. Okay. One war is past, and behold, there come two more woes thereafter. All right, so the second woe is the World War II. All right, let me grab some. Let's see if I can grab something. Look at these times of World War. See, we're at the beginning stages of World War III now. All right, it goes into Russia and Ukraine, and that's the part of fulfillment of Ezekiel 38. When the Lord said to Ezekiel, he's going to pull, he's going to turn the jaws back of Gog and Magog, which are the Russians today. See, World War I. World War I. We got something quick. History.com. World War I, also known as the Great War, began 1914 after the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria. Let's see. During the conflict, Germany, his murder catapulted into a war across Europe that lasted until 1918, so a 4-year war in Europe. During the conflict, Germany, Austria, Hungary, Bulgaria, and Ottoman Empire Central Powers fought against Great Britain, France, Russia, Italy, Romania, Canada, Japan, and the United States, Allied powers. Thanks to the new military technology and the horrors of trench warfare, World War I saw unprecedented level of carnage and destruction. That's that woe. Woe, because woe means destruction. All right. By the time the war was over and Allied powers claimed victory, more than 16 million people, soldiers and civilians alike, were dead. Now, that's a great destruction. Okay. Kaiser Wilhelm was talking about Revelation, talking about Apollyon, that Kaiser Wilhelm. Let's see if it has World War II. Search on this one. World War II. Shoot, what it got me at? Go back. So it's at 1914 and 1918, right? World War II. Go back. All right, so Revelation 9 and 12. One war is past, and behold, there come two woes more after. So World War II and World War III. All right. Revelation 11 and 14. The second war is past. So World War II is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Okay. So the second war is past. So World War II. World War II was the biggest and deadliest war in history, involving more than 30 countries, sparked by the 1939 Nazi invasion of Poland. The war dragged on for 6 bloody years until the Allies defeated Nazi Germany and Japan in 1945. Okay. They don't say how many deaths, but it was in the millions. All right. Say casualties. Okay, here we go. Said World War II is the bloodiest conflict in human history. There were more than 60 million. What was World War One? It was like 16 million. So World War II was more people, more casualties. Okay, there were more than 60 million World War II casualties, resulting in death, which is at the time of the 2.5% of the overall world population. The war is notable for the Nazi sponsor genocide of the Jewish peoples, resulting blah blah blah. That's all a hoax right there. But anyways, yeah, you see, World War II was more casualties than World War One, and the World War III that's coming is gonna eclipse World War II in casualties, because what? Great Babylon America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. All the land of America. Yeah. And how many people over here in America? It's a gang of people. All right, it's more than 60 million. But also, the 1/3 of Israelites. You know, they're gonna take up a big pie, but it's still gonna be more than 60 million. I believe in America, you got 400 million, 350 to 400 million. All right. Also, not counting the military. American military is going to be the militaries. Europe and Russia, China. All right. Iran, et cetera, et cetera. They all gonna wind up in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, which is the Middle East. That's where you get the word Armageddon, mountain troops, man. And that's gonna, they're not coming back, man. They're not going back to their home country. They're gonna die over there. Okay. And Yahweh Shah is gonna see to it. All right. So Revelation 9 and 12, one woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more after. Okay. Revelation 11 and 14, the second woe is past, World War II, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So we're in the midst of the third woe. All right. Isaiah 9 and 5, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. Okay, because the ancient world, used to have swords, shields, with the armor, guys, screaming, pain, getting stabbed, or bow and arrow shot at you, When you're like in the ancient world, how army fight against another army, you're gonna hear a whole lot of, iron touching iron. All right, a lot of man cries, a lot of death. Well, Isaiah said, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, and that's the missiles. Okay, and that's that precipice of World War III, that third woe. Okay. Second Peter chapter 2 verse 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 6, whereby the world that then was being overflowed with water perish. And that was the first death, going in, the Noah, the flood. Okay. That was the first death. All right. But this World War III, and thermonuclear destruction is going to be the second death. All right. And that's going to be by fire. But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. Perdition means destruction. There we go. We'll jump down to 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Everything is made up of elements of the periodic table of the planet Earth. All right. And what's going to melt those elements? Fervent heat is the nuclear missile. Okay. We see in the news they're talking about Russia hypersonic missile. See that? The earth also and the works therein shall be burnt up. So all this wickedness that Esau been doing, and you Israelites over here in this land, America, is all going to be burnt up, man. Okay. Seeing then, the works basically means the sin, the debauchery, all right, the transgression of Heavenly Father's law, man, the adultery, worshiping the idols, sexual immorality, man. Just sinning, man. Those are the works of the wicked. And it's all going to be burnt up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved. All right, and that gets into that third woe. What manner of person ought ye to be in holy conversation and godliness, looking forward and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, Yahweh, wherein the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Okay? That's that nuclear destruction. It's that fervent heat, man. All right, so we're coming upon that third woe. All right, we're coming upon the end of that third woe is the thermonuclear destruction. But There's prophecies that have to take place. The Karagma has to take place. Martial law, Jacob's trouble, famines, and we're all in the theater of it right now, man. Okay. So yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got. Shalom.